Every man has lived this moment, the message you almost sent but didn't. The call you wanted to make but stopped yourself from making. That quiet space where silence suddenly felt louder than every word you ever spoke. Maybe she pulled away first. Maybe she acted cold. Maybe she said she needed space. You felt the distance growing, and for once you didn't chase. You let silence do the talking. At first she believed she had won. She believed your silence was surrender, that you were too weak to keep up with her game. But slowly something strange began to happen inside her mind. What felt like control began to feel like emptiness. She didn't expect that because silence isn't absence, it's energy redirected. It's the moment when a man takes his power back. It's when he stops begging to be understood and starts listening to the echo of his own peace. What she doesn't know is that silence plays with the human mind like a mirror. It reflects everything back at her, her words, her actions, her ego. She'll try to fill the silence with thoughts, stories, and excuses, but no matter how she spins it, one truth will begin to rise. You stop trying, and that's what scares her. The mystery of your calm will pull at her curiosity, and her curiosity will open the door to something deeper. Emotional attachment. This is where the real story begins. Not the story of who texts first or who wins the argument, but the story of how silence breaks ego, rebuilds value, and changes the way attraction works forever. Before we start the video, I want to remind you that my effective online course on mastering the dating game is available now. If you've been learning from my YouTube videos, you're only scratching the surface. This course takes things to an entirely new level, teaching you everything you need to know about the dating game, from approaching a woman to building real attraction. And you won't find this information in any video on my channel. It's available in both English and Spanish language, so you can learn in the language you feel most comfortable with. It's easy to access with a secure payment option. Visit thestoiccouple.podia.com, poda.com, or click the link in the description to enroll now and improve your dating life. Let's dive in. Number 1. When silence speaks louder than words, speaks louder than words. Silence has a strange kind of power. It's invisible, but it can move things that no words ever could. When a man who once gave energy and attention suddenly becomes quiet, the woman who used to feel seen now begins to feel uncertain. At first, she brushes it off. She tells herself she's fine, that she doesn't care, that maybe you're just busy. But as time passes, her thoughts begin to drift back to you without permission. She wonders what changed, what happened, and why her comfort suddenly disappeared. She doesn't realize that her mind is searching for balance, and balance can't exist when the attention she was used to receiving has vanished. Silence creates a vacuum, and the human brain hates empty space. It must fill it with meaning, with memories, with stories. That's why she replays your last conversation, overanalyzing every small detail, searching for something she missed. The more she searches, the deeper she falls into the loop. Your name, your face, your voice, all become quiet echoes that follow her through the day. It's not that she suddenly fell in love again, it's that she can't find closure. The lack of response becomes more powerful than 1,000 words. You haven't said anything yet. She feels everything, and the most fascinating part is that the more you stay calm, the more intense her emotions become, because silence doesn't say, "I don't care." It says, "I don't need to explain." And that truth is louder than anything you could have said. And number 2, the seed of curiosity. Curiosity. Once silence enters, curiosity begins to grow quietly inside her. She wants to understand your new calm, but she can't. You used to respond quickly, now you don't. You used to react, now you stay still. The contrast drives her mind wild. The female brain by nature seeks emotional signals, tone, timing, energy. When those disappear, it feels like static on a screen. She tries to guess what you're thinking, but every guess leads to more confusion. She may tell her friends about it, hoping they can decode you, but no one gives her the answer she wants. She begins to check your social media more often, not to stalk, but to feel your energy again. Every post, every silence, every unread story becomes a clue she tries to interpret. But your mystery grows deeper with every day you say nothing. What she doesn't know is that silence has rewired her focus. The same attention she once gave to herself, to her distractions, to other people, now it revolves around the unknown of you. And because humans crave certainty, her brain treats your absence as a puzzle that must be solved. She misses your energy not because of romance, but because it made her feel grounded. Now she's emotionally unbalanced, and she wants to restore control. That's the hidden seed of curiosity that silence plants. It's small at first, but it grows with time, and once it grows deep enough, it starts to change her behavior without her realizing it. The shift of power. Number 3, the shift of power. The longer silence continues, the more the balance of power changes. You see, in the beginning she felt superior. She thought she could choose when to give or take attention. But when you stopped responding, something reversed. Now she's the one reacting to your stillness. She wonders what's going through your mind, who you're talking to, and why you don't seem affected anymore. What used to be predictable has become unpredictable, and unpredictability always creates attraction. The most powerful emotion in human psychology is not love, it's curiosity mixed with uncertainty. The moment she can't predict you, she can't stop thinking about you. That's when she starts to feel the slow pull of your energy again. You don't need to do anything. Your calm is doing everything. While she checks your online status or scrolls through your photos pretending not to care, deep down, she's comparing you to every other man in her life. She realizes how easily others chase her, how desperate they seem for her validation, and how different your energy feels now. You're no longer seeking approval. You've become the man who can walk away, and walking away with peace is the most dangerous power there is. She might not say it aloud, but her emotions are shifting. Your silence made her the one who's now waiting, wondering, and overthinking. Exactly what you used to do, the emotional storm. Number 4, the emotional storm. After curiosity comes the storm. This is the stage where her emotions begin to fight each other. One side says, "Stay strong, don't care," but the other side whispers, "Why do I miss him?" She starts feeling things she didn't expect: anger, sadness, nostalgia, even regret. She tries to distract herself with friends, work, or new people, but every distraction feels empty because your silence follows her everywhere. It's not physical, it's psychological. The brain remembers emotional comfort, and your silence has replaced that comfort with uncertainty. She might post something online just to see if you react. She might try to make you jealous to get a response. But when you don't react, her emotions twist even more. That's when she realizes this silence isn't a tactic, it's transformation. You're no longer playing her game. You've left the arena. That distance hurts her ego more than her heart, because the ego can't stand to lose control. And now she feels like she's losing control of something she thought she mastered: your attention. Every woman, no matter how strong, feels a certain pain when the energy that once chased her now walks calmly away. And it's in that pain where she finally begins to see the truth. The man who could stay silent wasn't weak. He was strong enough to be free. Number 5, the lesson hidden in distance. The lesson hidden in distance. Time passes and the storm starts to quiet down. What remains is reflection. She starts seeing your silence differently now. It doesn't look cold anymore, it looks composed. She begins to realize that silence isn't always rejection. Sometimes it's respect. You didn't walk away to prove something. You walked away because your peace became more important than her attention. And that realization hits her deeply, because every woman secretly respects a man who doesn't lose himself trying to keep her. She starts to admire your calmness even if she doesn't show it. She wonders how you became so centered, how you learned to stay still when others would have begged. Meanwhile, your energy continues to grow. Because silence doesn't just affect her, it heals you. It gives you time to rebuild your focus, your goals, your life. You start becoming better in silence, stronger, wiser, more confident. That growth becomes visible. Even if you don't post it online, people feel it in your presence. Even if she never says it, she notices it too. And deep down, she realizes that she lost something valuable. Not a man who adored her, but a man who respected himself. That's a loss that stays with her far longer than she'll admit. Number 6, the test of patience. The test of patience. Now comes the hardest part. Patience. Silence only works if you truly let go. If you keep checking her profile, waiting for her message, hoping she'll notice, then your silence is only a disguise for fear. True silence is peace, not punishment. It means you've accepted what happened and no longer need to control it. Many men fail here because they want quick results. But power doesn't grow in speed, it grows in stillness. The more patient you become, the more magnetic your energy feels. You start noticing small changes in your mind, less anxiety, more focus, more self-worth. You become grounded in your masculinity again. You realize that you were never chasing her, you were chasing the feeling of being valued. And once you learn to value yourself, the entire story changes. She may test you again, she may reach out, she may even come back, but your reaction determines everything. If you stay calm and centered, you show her you've evolved. You've become a man who doesn't need approval to feel powerful. And that's the kind of energy that makes a woman rethink everything. Because the man who waits without fear is the man who cannot be replaced. In the end, you realize conclusion that the dark psychology of ignoring a woman is not really dark. It's awareness. It's understanding that silence can reveal more than words ever could. It shows you who respects your presence and who only values your effort. It teaches you patience, strength, and clarity. It turns pain into wisdom. She, on the other hand, learns too. She learns that attention is not guaranteed, that energy is not infinite, and that silence can be the loudest message of all. You no longer need to explain your worth to anyone. Your peace has become your proof. That's what true control looks like. Not in dominating others, but in mastering yourself. Whether she returns or stays gone doesn't matter anymore, because silence has already done its work. It made you stronger, more focused, more self-aware. You've become the calm in the storm, the stillness in the noise, the man she will remember long after the words have faded. That is the real power of silence. It doesn't end things, it transforms them. And in the end, she won't remember the moment you stopped talking. She'll remember the feeling she had when you finally stopped needing her. If you're ready to take your dating life to the next level, my full online course is waiting for you. It's packed with powerful strategies you won't find on YouTube, and it's available in English and Spanish. Click the link in the description and start mastering the game today. See you in the next.